can't tell you.
Hello, Dino.
He's a tech-savvy guy, gonna show you the way. You better load your bags, cause crypto's here to stay. Listen up, gonna teach you about this and that. But he's just a goofy guy in a straw hat. So join in and have a laugh. It's gonna be a good time, that's a fact. Information in crypto parodies. Sit back and enjoy the show. You just never know which way you'll go. So get ready for Digit Spin Crypto.
Hey, it's Dino, Digit Spin Crypto. We got a great guest for today. I've been waiting a while to be able to get our friend Bob from Milo onto the show so he could tell us about this brand new item. And this item here is something that Milo's been working on for quite a while. And they've called me up and said, Dino, hey, we got a new exchange here in the US, and it's going to be pretty awesome, really simple to use. So I want to thank Bob for coming on and introduce Bob from Milo X. Bob, tell us all about it. What's going on? What are you bringing to the show today?
A lot, Dino. How are you?
Very good, very good. Been busy, but never too busy for you.
No, thank you. Thank you. So kind. There's a lot happened in last during the COVID time. We evolved and we have exchange, but it's just not an exchange. It's a very, very unique exchange in the global market. I believe it's something very unique and everybody should experience it. And we'll talk about more in details. And so, yeah, so we have done a lot. So let me tell you a little bit. What we've done is basically we have a wallet technology and we separate the company, and it's a completely owned autonomous company called milox. milox is a structured crypto exchange, which have its own coins and it have other coins. We, again, our focus was to focus on underbanked and unbanked marketplace, and also focus on companies, what I call as the orphan coin companies that want to bring their crypto to the mainstream. As you know, crypto is very, very expensive to list it, and people pay a lot of money to do that. And with Milo Exchange, our goal is to reduce the cost. We worked really, really hard so our customers, they don't have to. So we have lots of solutions combining with our wallet technology. We have now prepaid. We have our own prepaid cards. We have wallet technology could be used in hundreds of different countries, and our exchange is live today. We brought in crypto such as ETN, like Electroneum is online now. That was a big, big challenge for us, and it still is, because, as you know, there are a lot of exchanges they won't allow you to trade ETN, and including ours. So a lot of customers from the past, Electroneum got stuck. We can't bring it out because we were not an exchange. We went on their mercy. So our process started back several months ago to say, what can we do to take away that pain and suffering? We do have the wallet, so we said, let's march on and build our own exchange. And building an exchange is a challenging task, I tell you. You have to provide the liquidity, you have to pour in so much money and effort. And so we did all that stuff. It's live today. Awesome. Anyway, so.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been hearing about it, and it's pretty neat to see it in front of me. And I do like the idea of the Milo wallet, which I use to buy Electroneum on occasion. It makes it easier than going to an exchange, buying some Bitcoin, then sending it over to a place that I can exchange for Electroneum, transferring it into Electroneum. And by the time you get done with all the fees and what have you, it made it a lot easier just to, hook up my bank, put some money into the Milo wallet and buy Electroneum, and it's there for me. So that was always very convenient. And the fact that now my assets in that wallet um, can be used to pay for or to be used inside the exchange system is also pretty neat, because a lot of folks, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of folks, around the world, they use different types of fiat to load into um, the MCU, the credit
MTU, yes.
MTU credits,
Mhm.
and then you can use those MTU credits for your phone, or you can use them to buy mm, uh, the cryptocurrencies. So this allows pretty much anybody to put their fiat into their Milo wallet and then use that to then buy in the Milo exchange, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. You hit on the nail, because that's one of the big problem in the global market space is, like, the currency is going up and down, and crypto exchange cannot open fiat account all around the world. That's the big problem for that. There are so many exchanges in the market, and what we have seen in the marketplace is people are just buying crypto someplace and they're just quickly going out on second exchange to sell it, because that exchange was able to give them fiat they need.
Right.
But what we have done is completely different. So we said, we have a very powerful tool as an airtime product, which we use MTU's Milo Time Unit. And now imagine you can be in countries in Africa or Southeast Asia or in Latin America, and you can buy these MTUs in local currency and trade for a crypto.
Mhm.
And so that's the most powerful thing. And one thing I just want to mention is that all our trading happen in US dollar. So anytime customers are buying crypto and they want to withdraw crypto, it will be in USD. And that could be done through our system. It's nothing with the local currencies, or it's pure US dollars. They can withdraw to the card or straight to the bank, or very soon onto Milo wallet. So they can pay the peer-to-peer or business-to-peer. So
Awesome. Very nice. So I created an account with the Mile X. Um, I noticed that once I'm into the system, it responds pretty quickly. Sometimes when you're trying to get to it, I always go to the milox.one. Is that the proper URL to get
it
started?
is, yes. Yes. So milox.one is the exchange URL. Milox.exchange is a education piece we created, news information. People want to know what's happening in the world. So our process to give more detail out for people, and you can open an account. You can go through Milo Exchange or directly to milox.one. You can come in, open an account, create an account, do the verification, which is pretty standard around the world. KYC verification is done automatically, and then you can just go up and trade.
All right, so let me ask you about that. Is that KYC being done internally with your staff? Is there a KYC company that handles that for you? How's that being handled?
Yeah, so we don't do anything internal on the KYC. There are a lot of nice technologies and amazing technologies out there, which we use third party, two different companies for third party KYC process. There's the KYC process. If we need to go check for AML or PEP check, we could do that. The basic documentation, individual information around the world, the global market, we can very quickly go to the third party and check that. It's all automated in our system.
Wonderful. So there's a professional company that specializes in that, performs
Yes.
that, and then you get yourself verified. Now, I had set up and I looked at my account and I saw that I was able to set up. I thought it was two-factor authentication on this also,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I got that taken care of. I think it was under security. Yep,
Yeah.
here it is,
Right there. Yeah.
2FA. Then there was obviously you can set up a password verification too, and you get your phone under your verification, your phone identity, your email. You can set up your bank accounts if you want to deal with this. Now, in the bank section, I would imagine that's where you set up also the hook to connect to your Milo wallet. So you can go in there and I would imagine connect to your Milo wallet also, which is or is that an option of payment? So you can either, when you go to pay for something, it shows the bank, or you can use your Milo wallet.
Yeah, it's an option. The payment time when you deposit or you want to withdraw funds, that's the time you go to Milo Pay. We have a plugin, something like which is very standard in the market, like PayPal or anything else like that. It's a checkout button. You can attach that to the system. You can just click on it, and it will. All you have to do is take your mobile phone number and password, what you have collected in a Milo wallet, and you can pay with that. And if you have funds in there, you can upload funds to crypto exchange.
Awesome. So I'm taking a look at, let me bring that back up here. I lost my like screen. There we go. So I'm taking a look at this, and I was pleasantly surprised to see in the markets you have a decent amount of coins listed already.
Yes, and we want more. If anybody's out there, they're looking to put their coins in the marketplace and say, look, we have a great idea. And so we are here. And these coins are available. You can trade today. You can buy anything you want, USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the good ones. And we are adding once a week or so, we're adding new coins.
Okay, yeah, I see Polkadot here, Tezos, Litecoin, Tron. You got your Doge, and
You got Shiba Inu. We have those.
well,
We're adding. We're looking for Dino coin right now.
yeah, actually, I did. I've already started a Hive token for Digitspin Crypto, and
Nice.
we're doing a free airdrop at the moment, and we're gonna go from there. So,
Yeah.
So in this master list, I don't see Electroneum here.
No, it's there. It should be a third, fourth. If you have ETN Electroneum, ETN, you can search for it.
Okay, let's see. So if I go to the summary page,
Yeah, you can get a summary page, or you can do quick trade.
if I look at the view market, oh, there's 4 pages here. Oh, so you
Yeah,
have like
sorry,
4
yeah.
pages of different coins, and I do see Electroneum here. So you're trading that between Electroneum and USD.
Right. Well, I gotta tell you this. So after listening to a lot of people, the chatter online and on your podcast, everything, we had to completely rebuild our node for Electroneum from scratch, which took us a long time, and everything was going in and out of the Electroneum. So we to take that project is a big task. So now it's completely synced and it's there for people to use.
Very well, very well. All right. So obviously we're gonna need to fill this up with some orders and some trades so that they'll be available. So I guess if I have extra coins, I'm gonna have to put some on here and make them available for sale.
Well, great. Please do. And Electroneum is paired with US dollar. So that's the beauty about this right now. You don't need to jump through the multiple hoops to sell one coin to get the other. That should be the case in our process. We believe that if you have ETN, you can directly buy with USDT or USD Electroneum.
Yeah, I see. That's good. Now I know that a lot of times the exchanges, when they pick up Electroneum, they'll open it for a couple of weeks to let people deposit coins. So that they have some liquidity in there for people to start trading. It's always tough when you just open it and there's nothing there, and when people, although there's nothing to buy, nothing to sell yet, it comes down to, so what makes the average, the guy, my favorite viewer that's out there is going to go, okay, Dino, why should I put my coins on Milo? Is it going to, am I going to save money in the transfer fees when I go to get my coins out? Like KuCoin charges 150 Electroneum to get your coins off of it. And there are others that charge a lot less. There's Coinex in Britain just opened up, and they're trying to get Electroneum people, and they're letting you put coins into a pool, a liquidity pool, and earn if there are trades that happen, you can earn some money. What's going to be the big hook for folks to want to put stuff on Milo?
Yeah, and great question. Number one thing is fees. Our fees are a lot less. And number two, we are not jumping Electroneum from one crypto to the other to trade, because you're losing money every time you do that. Your price goes up and everything else. And so it's just very, very straightforward. You have Electroneum, you can buy or sell, you create to market. One of the things we have built this technology, the crypto exchange, for 80% of the world, which is underbanked and unbanked marketplace. We do understand. I always tell my business partner that it's like, look, rich people never send money. It's the poor people always sending money in the marketplace. And so, looking at that marketplace, you have Electronia, bring it on. You can buy and sell right here. The second is ability to cash out. We heard about a lot of users about AnyTask. They're collecting and doing great work in the marketplace, but people pay them with ETN. Now what do I do?
Right.
You collected thousands of Electroneum and there's no way to cash out. What's the best way to do it? So we built this solution for them also. Now they can create an account, open it, bring the Electroneum, sell it, or buy USDC or buy USDT or some other stable coin, or buy a Dogecoin, which might go up with if the markets, people keep talking about it.
It's in the right, feeling the right way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So somebody's has coins or is earning them on AnyTask, they can deposit them into the milox.one exchange. They can sell them into USD. Then they can take that USD, since it's hooked to the Milo wallet. You could move that USD to the Milo wallet to use for your airtime, or your credit card or something. Because you have the Milo X credit card.
Absolutely. One of the things I'm going to offer is we are the first 10,000 users will get we have a virtual and a physical card because we are programmed. We're going to offer them for free. They can get cards from us. Now, the other option for them is if they have a bank account, we have a great payout system. So we can automatically do a SEPA or Australia, Mexico, US, and several other countries in India or and other African region. We can do a payout automatically directly to their bank. So we already have that in place. When you withdraw funds, you say, I don't care about cards. I don't care about wallet. I just want money in my account. Yes, that's possible now.
Okay. So from the exchange, I noticed you can you could set a hook for your bank account, so you could withdraw right to your bank. It'll do an ACH or whatever in the United States.
Depending on the country, yes, absolutely. Yeah. US is ACH and Europe is SEPA, and we can do Australia and whatnot. Yes.
All right, that's kind of convenient.
Yeah.
Because that allows you to buy Electroneum directly with USD, like you said, and I don't think any other exchange offers those types of opportunities. It's pretty rare to see stuff like that.
Yes.
And to be able to move it in and out is really important, especially if you're generating Electroneum. Being able to cash that through would be pretty spectacular. Right. So that's a definite big bonus. Let's take a look here. I'm going to go back to this. Back to your website. Now I see you have verification settings. Let's just go on the settings here real quick. So you have a lot of security options. I notice, pop-ups and emails, verifications when things happen. I find that pretty useful, and it's nice to see you can get that feedback from your exchange, especially if you're putting funds out there. Are you going to start to advertise this, or is it going to be more of a word of mouth exchange? What's the plan to let people know about it?
Both. We have a great referral program also built in for people. we believe wisdom of crowd is the most important thing for us. More people will use it, more people will learn from it, the more they're going to spread that, because we don't want to be CoinZoom, Binance, more expensive, big giants who wants to, put more restrictions on the system. Cryptocurrency was built for free world that you can trade freely. So we are starting the advertisement. We are this year, starting in December. We are pushing it through word of mouth, just such as you. And anybody else wants to come in, they can run the referral program. They can basically earn more money while they trade. So there's lots of different ways we will start pushing it out in the marketplace.
Wonderful. So I put my referral out there and somebody uses it, links up and says, hey, I like to do a referral.
Yeah.
They can put theirs out there and it'll allow them to earn a little bit without it adding to the cost of the person they referred, which is nice. And no additional costs to those folks. And that's good to see.
And, one thing I would say is they will get a special discount on the fees. So they're getting a little reduced fees. And if they apply for the card through their program, so they will actually get a card also. So we have 2 card programs. We have MasterCard and Visa card. And these cards, actually, some of the cards we can send can be used in ATM. You can have a 4-digit PIN. So imagine cashing out on the card and putting into a ATM to get a cash out. But that's all in US dollars also.
Right, because you were saying what, the first 10,000 or was it 1,000 people?
10,000.
So the first
10,000 people
that sign up. So I sign up at 10,000 and there's a place here I can go to ask for a credit card?
So you have to have a Milo wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be pushing that newsletter very soon, hopefully next couple of days. And they can sign up through that. We'll put it onto your system also. And they can sign up. And once they have the wallet, because again, wallet it's a symbiotic relationship between wallet and the exchange, because there are 2 different things: wallet and the card and the exchange.
Correct. So I know on the wallet, I was able to use virtual credit cards.
Yes.
So I'll be able to apply for a physical one now.
Correct.
In another week or so.
Absolutely. Yes.
That was pretty exciting. So I can move some fundings up there. Obviously, it's a debit card based on what you have in your account. Does that? I would imagine that taps into the MTU value or the MTU balance.
It taps into the Milo wallet, not the MTU, because the wallet, it's a little different process in our system, because what we believe is you have whatever currencies and cryptos you have in the exchange is different. When you cash out, you can request that to load on your card, which is very seamless process through the wallet technology. And that could be loaded automatically to your account. We don't want to do an automatic load on the card, because there's a lot of security issues in the marketplace. We are dealing with not just one country, we're dealing with global market. So people where they cannot, in Tanzania or in Kenya and in Nigeria or Vietnam. So all those places are open for business.
Okay. Do you happen to know if you'll be able to put more than 500? I know it's per day, there's a limit, but will you be able to stack as much as you want into that card?
Yes. There are 2 different cards. If you have a proper KYC done on a card program itself, the limit is around $2,000. And some of the cards can go up to $80,000, depending on the hierarchy and where you are in the program.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big limit for the users. And if you're traveling, and a lot of crypto users are always traveling between several countries, and it's also a multi-currency card that you can actually create your own, depending on if you're US. If I go to Europe, I can switch that to euros or GBP or any other currency.
Okay, that's pretty exciting, because I remember the virtual, I had a maximum of 500 on the card, and you had to get multiple virtual cards issued each, because you would issue a new one each time. So that's kind of neat that this is a reloadable type of solution.
Correct.
And to be able to continuously put value on there if you choose to do such a thing.
Yeah. We
That's
are evolving. That's what I would say. We are learning, we're evolving, we're looking at the needs and what people want, and then we're pushing it out there.
sure, sure. And you have a decent amount. I've been talking to the Web Dollar guys. I want them to get in touch with you and see if we could get their coin on there. They would. Everybody in Web Dollar would use this exchange, no doubt in my mind.
Up to, yes.
Yeah, to exchange their dollar, and the price of Web Dollars has gone up pretty good so far. Um, there there's a lot of users, so
Yeah.
this is great. So let's take a look at this Electroneum here. Receive or send Electroneum right from the wallet. That's
So you have to, the only difference, you have to generate your Electroneum address here. And generating the address, you can actually take your Electroneum from different source. I do know there's a problem with several exchanges today with Electroneum. They're not able to send Electroneum from their exchanges. In fact, one of the exchange we were trying to talk to is a bit BNS, and they're saying, sorry, you have to sell the Electroneum here. We can't send or receive because their nodes are not syncing. It's just like, I'm like, come on, guys. But that's the challenge people are facing. And if you have issues, you can always send it to ETN wallet on Electroneum. And from there, you can send it to our exchange. It works flawlessly. You see that?
yes, yes, and I see that. Yeah, you can see sometimes that the wallets go into maintenance mode. Now it's really weird because like Trade Ogre, which sells Electroneum, their exchange always is working and running. They got some really good devs. They're always the first to get things online. And I never see them go down. Yeah, KuCoin's always down. So I guess it's it's a hit and miss on that process, but it's nobody's fault if the chain is acting up. There's not much you could do about it. And every exchange will have their
that's where they have their own priorities, that where to put it, and then they have to rebuild the nodes. It's not just easy task, this management. And now when you're dealing with 50, 60, or hundreds of coins, you have to track everything.
Yeah.
It's a complicated thing. Yeah.
It seems like it. I have a feeling you're going to end up hiring more people as things go along. Keep up with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we got a lot of good stuff here. I see you have this quick trade, I guess, which is just a nice, easy swap procedure. You just put in what you
Correct.
want or what you want to give, and boom, it'll just do a swap for you. So that makes it easy for people that don't like or know how to work with a full market trade. So that's convenient. Go ahead.
We do have apps coming in the market very soon. So we'll be pushing the mobile app for the crypto exchange that you can actually trade, which will be something comparable to your Robinhood style, that you can buy, trade quickly without jumping through all these hoops. So that's something we're looking very seriously right now in the marketplace.
Well, that'll be a nice addition.
Yeah.
Definitely. Absolutely. Is there anything else that I missed about the exchange?
Well, there's not by the exchange, but one of the things we have done is we have a global payment that we can take a credit card or debit card around the world, up to $2,000 to load Milo Wallet. Because one of the things we learned was that a lot of countries have issues, and you have to get a lot of acquirers to help processors to get the payment in your wallet. And not every country have a proper system, but some people have their debit card or credit card. They want to push money into crypto. And with this process, they can do that. So that's also an option coming in the market in next week, that you can take your card and depend where you are in Southeast Asia, Middle East, wherever you are in Europe, you can swipe your card number information, load up the wallet, and then buy crypto. Oh, we are working with a lot of different exchanges. One of the nicest things about our exchange, I would say, is like, when you look at the market landscape in crypto world, there are like around 500 some exchanges the global market space. They are trading left and right. They
Right.
each have their own uniqueness in the market space. Then there are, we looked at how many markets are there actually. There are, I guess, around 17, 18,000 different markets in the global market that people are trading on. And what we have seen is there are 10,000 different coins in the market coming, and every day somebody's creating a new coin, new edge in the marketplace. 10,000 coins. Where are they going to be hosted on? Where are they going to go?
Right.
You know, because they have the different. So we are actually looking at a different angle on the exchange. We just don't want to be like a basic exchange, go and trade. We want to be a platform-based exchange that you can not only trade for a small consumer, but we'll bring out new technologies, which is new index funds in the crypto world, which help people to grow their money. We're going to be building in the next several months a new platform that allows them to trade as a compete with big companies to trade their fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat in several countries. And it's we want to offer that and like just give it away basically to people because more people trade and work, the bigger it gets.
Right. Right.
Mm.
And the big key of this one is that you have a lot of opportunities or options for fiat around the world to integrate into the system.
Yeah, we do, and that's one of the things we have always looked. We started with U.S. dollar today, and the challenge comes in. You know, as you know, every currency have their own stability issues in the marketplace. So we can't just take all the currency in the market and say, well, you know, you can use whatever to do it, because the exchange rate is something different than what the market is dictating for the rates, as you know. So we peg to US dollars, and soon we'll do euros and more stable currencies in the marketplace.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm going to give it a whirl over this week and start playing with it. And well, obviously, we'll get this video out to everybody so they can get on there, take a look at it, see if it makes sense for them.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop a few coins on there to put a little liquidity.
Please.
Any chance that there may be any type of liquidity pool? Is that something you might be looking to in the future, or?
Yes, we are. We don't want to go again. That's eventually like we don't want to go the standard terms and find big companies to bring it in their liquidity pool to provide liquidity. We want to build this as a wisdom of crowd. People can come in, and that's we are building that you can stake your coin and learn to earn kind of program. We're coming up with lots of nice things, and you're excited. I'm very excited about this. It took us a long time, a lot of pain and suffering to build this, and finally we're here. And I believe people will like it. What it's going to provide them: funds, cash, and ability to exchange. So we want to grow with everyone out there. And I am on your Telegram. So if people have concerns, questions, and ideas or thoughts, please throw it out there. I'll be happy to listen and make a decision on what we can do to help out.
Awesome. And what Bob's talking about, if you participate in the DigiSpin Crypto Telegram group, Bob is exclusively hanging out on our group, is available through there. Obviously, he's not there every moment, every day, but you can tag him in a comment or a concern, and takes a day or so, and he'll notice that, and we'll reply. But it's great to have the founders from Milo in the DigiSpin Telegram group, and then they get to see some feedback also as people comment on things, and it just helps you bring to you some natural conversations that are going on behind, and what's in people's minds. So that's pretty exciting to have happen. Awesome. All right. Well, I can't wait to give this a shot. If I have any questions, I'm definitely gonna reach out.
My number. Yeah, please do.
and contact you. And you too. You may want to check out the Milo Exchange. Even Squirt got himself a wallet, and he's like, check out Milo Exchange. Right? And
Thanks, Dino.
yeah,
Come on, Squirt. Start trading.
he always has his tongue hanging out.
Yeah.
He needs a haircut.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He looks like a homeless man. He looks better than me, that's for sure.
Oh, there you go. Love it. Lots of love it.
All right, Milo
All right.
Exchange, give it a whirl, and you guys will give me some feedback. Let me know how that works out for
Okay.
you. But I think it's going to be a good opportunity for everybody, and another place for us to try some purchases and sells with the Electroneum and a lot of other coins that are on there. Definitely check it out. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks, Bob.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Dino. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye. Looking forward to it.